Thank you, Mr. Moderator. John Leonard, Precinct 17. On page 4 of the Arlington School Committee report, in summarizing the FY13 budget, in the first paragraph it makes mention of how things have worked out pretty good due to the town passing the override and due to the conversion of the GIC. One thing I don't see, Mr. Moderator, and what I have in my hand right now, is a newspaper clipping from the December 22nd Arlington Advocate of last year, which mentions at that particular time that the Massachusetts School Building Authority announced it'll make payments ahead of schedule to towns up to 6 months ahead of schedule in some cases to help communities cut short-term borrowing costs and improve their cash flow, courtesy of Treasurer Steve Grossman. It continues on by saying that the MSBA, Massachusetts School Building Authority, will provide Arlington $1.15 million in advance payment as part of its decision for early paybacks. Now, again, looking at page 4 of the school committee report, my curiosity comes up. There's no mention of the $1.15 million that Arlington was to receive. And I'm just curious, is it been received? Is that money coming? Will it have any effect on the amount of money that they're asking for in their budget, et cetera, et cetera?
Mr. Tosti?
That money would not be in the school budget. The Mass School Building Authority reimburses the town for past projects over a period of years. Now, this is not the way it is currently done, but the way it was done for several of our schools. So this money goes directly to the town's general fund. It's calculated in the budget summary sheet in the Finance Committee report. So that money goes directly to the town to help compensate for the debt service that the town pays on its bond issue. So in effect, that's sort of part of the capital budget. It's not part of the operating budget of the schools. That would not be in there.
It is deceiving. As I say, I'm the only one probably that's got a hold of this article right now, because it goes on to state it includes money to help pay for the bracket, the bishop, and the Hardy. And I understand what you just said, but as I read this article, it still gives the impression that somehow the money is headed towards the schools. It doesn't give the impression that the town is free to put it in any particular kind of fund. So is the article, do you think, deceiving? Or because it does spell out, I mean, I know you don't have a copy of the article, but it does spell out to help pay for the bracket, the bishop, and Heidi schools, respectively.
Yeah,
Mr. Gilligan, did you receive that money yet to help pay off the bonds that are outstanding that MASBO is going to help us pay for? I think that's what the money would go for.
Yeah, it's not part of the school's operating budget. It is part of the general revenues of the town on there. And, you know, when that money comes in, that helps to pay for the debt service.
Mr. Gilligan.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. Stephen Gilligan, Town Treasurer. Yes, the town has been receiving accelerated payments on school building reimbursement money. The state treasurer, Mr. Grossman, is trying to accelerate those payments in order to close out certain projects. But we have been receiving the money. And that money is deposited in the general fund.
So as of right now, as you've already stated, the $1.15 million is not coming as fast as Mr. Grossman.
No, I didn't say that. I said MSBA reimbursement payments are being made on an accelerated basis, which is exactly what the newspaper article you're quoting states.
Okay.